Hello all, welcome back, and this is another anime review. This time I'm talking about Gangsta. I don't know how popular this is, but I know that it is somewhat heard of because it's very high quality anime. The sound and the quality of the art and animation were very on point, so I can tell money went into this one. Unfortunately, I don't know where that budget went because the story ends at the climax when it's pretty clear that there are one or two more episodes to wrap up the events that kicked off a few episodes ago, and it's actually like a really dramatic, action-packed climax, it seems. I don't know if there is a manga. I'm hoping there is a manga and that the story is wrapped up there because I very much enjoyed the story. The headlining characters are an assassin that was once a war machine, which is our representative of racism, a former rich kid turned sex worker and also partnered with this assassin, and a sex worker turned secretary and friends with the other two. Though she is not an assassin, she does help them with stuff. Right off the bat, I have to say that this is one of the better animes as far as female characters are concerned, because the female roles are filled not to be stereotypes, but to actually be the characters that pretty much everyone else is. What I say makes a good female character is that, or a good male character, because this is all about stereotypes. Stereotypes is what the problem is that if the roles can be filled by either or any gender, like if this is a good role regardless of gender, and you just so happen to put this character here, that is a good character because it's not based off of these cardboard constructed attributes. So I definitely the stellar characters, fucking awesome. And the characters are actually human beings with post-traumatic stress disorder, disabilities, and they change clothes. I have watched so many animes where the people don't change clothes, and I'm saying this as a fan of Pokemon, or maybe I guess considered a former fan of Pokemon now, where it's like, it doesn't seem like a big deal when I'm younger, but it's like, god damn it, you gotta change. How do you go through life? Then again, Pokemon is also kind of about homeless people, if you really want to look at it. But people that live their day-to-day lives and have places to live and shit, you need to change clothes. I don't like animes, especially animes focused on adults that don't change clothes. That is so... I don't even have words for that. A part of me wants to say it's lazy, and the other part of me is just like, lack of creativity, obviously, if you can't have people change clothes every day. So that's just one of those things that takes me out of the immersion as who I am now. But, and I love that we're becoming, obviously, more diverse. This is also another anime with a diverse cast. Not just of skin color, but also in age. And I'm very split. I do suggest watching it because I think it's a very stellar show. On the other hand, I would not suggest watching it because it ends inconclusively, and that annoys the shit out of a lot of people. I don't really have a favorite character. I love all the characters. The character that I like the least is probably the doctor, but that's because I don't know, maybe just don't see him enough, or doesn't do much, or I don't know that much about him. But like, everybody has like fun characteristics. Oh, you know what? I like the cops least less because, first of all, ACAB. Second of all, they're just shitty people. But, like, I don't like them because of their character and the personality. It's not that I don't like them through lack of things being put into them and their characteristics that I don't like or that I feel are missing or that are important. I actually don't like them because of their characters. And of course, there's the huge issue of how female characters are treated. In the eyes of a lot of the reviews that I saw, the prostitute will always be a prostitute, even though the other the male character, one of the main characters, is also a prostitute. but I find that he is rarely referred to that way. And that's really tragic to see that attitude still floating around in the anime community. But at the same time, we have a lot of toxic things in our own society and in anime that fuel those attitudes. But I don't have to go along with that. You're shitty if you do shit like that. That's misogynistic and awful. So, misogynistic, awful people aside, the people that made this anime definitely have a better head on their shoulders than a lot of the people, those reviews that I saw. Sex work is valid. Sex work is work. There is life before and after sex work. Sex workers should work in peace, just like everybody else. Not to say that they do, but they definitely should. And I feel like this is an important anime to watch, not just because of that and sex workers, but also this is an anime that addresses a lot of things that are related to real life racism. There are these people called tags and also called twilights that have next level strength to a normal human being, even though they always look like normal human beings. And they are discriminated against. They were slaves. They now have to deal with segregation. It's a very, if you're in America, it's a very Jim Crow thing and very much a segregation thing. Outside of America, you probably have your own thing for that if you're not in a homogenized community. But there are a lot of parallels, both metaphorical and literal, that this anime addresses. Like, the whole tag Twilight thing, that's racism. That's child slavery. The prostitution part addresses sex work as it is depicted by the male character, that is consensual sex work. Human trafficking as depicted by the female character that comes in as a prostitute and becomes one of their friends, and which also goes into sexual slavery. And then there's the brothel that has its own various meanings for what brothels have meant throughout time. Less about what it used to be about paying off your husband or father's debt, more about doing your own thing. Not to say that it isn't 100%, but social curves, obviously. So it's just really unfortunate that this anime has all these important themes and really gets lost in how it ended. And I'm on the lookout for this anime. If they do release 2 more episodes or there is a movie, I'm all over it because I want to know what happens to these characters. I actually came to care about them and their lives, and they are well-crafted characters. So if you want to learn how to make characters and a diverse group of characters and to not do stereotypes, that's great. For educational purposes, by all means, watch this anime. But I'm still mixed on the entertainment value because it's an inconclusive story, but like I feel like that's great, like fan fiction fodder, like go for it. But at the same time, I'm definitely of the if you're gonna start a story, finish it camp. So that's that. Y'all take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you later. Bye.